I couldn't help but kind of just pray in tongues under my breath. This is the hour. And what His Glory and other ministries are doing right now, that we are not ashamed to prophesy in public. We're not ashamed. As we are moving, and as you can see, it's going to be awesome. Every moment is going to go higher and higher and higher. Anybody ever heard of this Woman Fighting for America group? Well, we have her with us today. She is the founder and the lead voice of Women Fighting for America. WFFA was birthed to promote the truth about the Judeo-Christian foundations of government in America, to educate without bias, to protect the Constitution, and to provide a platform to spread the truth. Let's give it up right now for the founder of WFFA, Women's Fighting for America, Christie Hutcherson! Christie!
Good morning, Patriots! How are you guys doing this morning? You guys ready for an informative, exciting, motivational day? I know I am. So again, I'm Christie Hutcherson. I'm the founder of Women Fighting for America. And I'm here today to speak with you guys on a very important topic. In my personal opinion, the two most important things facing America right now today is our voter security and our national security. Wouldn't you agree? So we have a little bit of a problem right now on our southern and northern borders. We forget about our northern borders. Me and my crew have spent significant time at the border, about 5 months. We've gone from Tijuana, Mexico, all the way to Texas and everywhere else in between. We have followed the drug cartel. We've interacted with the drug cartel, the federales, mayors, sheriffs, border town residents. And I'm here, and we've actually had conversations with a lot of the illegals who are coming over here to get a really good picture on what's going on and how that impacts you and your town here in Colorado Springs or wherever you're from. You see, this administration has decided that they're going to open up the floodgates for criminal activity, drugs, human trafficking, bringing in illegals, terrorists, and the list goes on. We have over 165 different countries right now who have infiltrated our borders. They are taking them by the thousands. Just the Haitians alone, there was over almost 19 to 20,000 of them. And they're not just all Haitians, by the way. They're Muslims. There's a lot of individuals in those groups that they didn't want you to know about. Only 2,700 of them have been flown back to Haiti. 3,100, they know where they are. Where's the rest? What they're doing is systematically placing floods of illegals into your cities to destabilize your community. Every single person who crosses the border from Tijuana to California all the way to Texas does not cross that border without paying the drug cartel. Did you guys know that? This is very critical for you to understand, because when money is exchanged to come across through the illegal channels across our borders, that's human trafficking right then and there. So our National Guardsmen, our Border Patrol, and our ICE and our DHS agents who are told to stand down, who are literally standing right next to this illegal activity while it's happening. And I think I have some pictures. I don't know if you can bring up, this is one of the National Guardsmen 2 weeks ago in Roma, Texas. And if you could flip to the next one, I'm gonna show you, that's the rape trees. So do you have the one of the coyote coming over with the raft? So you see this individual, we were standing on the banks, right over my right shoulder was the National Guardsman. This is so important for us to understand how this administration is complicit in illegal activity, and this is impeachable alone. So this cartel, he brings them over. The National Guardsmen and Border Patrol are waiting there on the banks for them to arrive. Once that coyote touches our ground, he should be arrested for human trafficking. Instead, we have on video, which unfortunately we can't show today, there's a lot of graphic stuff, but I'm going to tell you where you can go to see some of our videos. So they are talking in Spanish to the coyote, which is the cartel member, our National Guardsmen. They're talking about, this is the last body load of the night. We're going to resume at this time in the morning, and then we're going to have so many loads coming over throughout the day. Our National Guardsman responds, thank you so much. We'll be here to make sure we facilitate it all. We have Border Patrol that have 6-foot-long tables lined up. Like if you're going and they're all in different lines, you've got your UACs, unaccompanied children, your family units, and then my favorite is the exotics. So that's what this administration's now calling people from known terrorist countries. Exotics. These are the ones who I'm personally most concerned with, and you should be too. If you've noticed the videos that you see, and on the videos on my site that you're going to be able to see, there are thousands upon thousands of young males who are military age who are coming into this nation and flooding our borders. They're being placed throughout cities in our country. There's a huge group of them that we can't track and we don't know where they went. We do know that they've put them on buses, separate buses, put on military aircraft and flown to different bases throughout the United States of America. This is concerning. We have got to close our borders. And I would love to see 50,000 patriots show up at the border for a rally that we're going to be putting on in November to say enough is enough, and we're going to stand right now and we're going to make sure our borders are closed. Because you know what? If they won't do it, and the governor of Texas won't do it, and the governor of Arizona won't do it, by golly, we the people have the right to close our borders. Are you guys with me? What the drug cartel do is now you have these individuals who owe money to the cartel, because if they can't pay the cartel, they owe the cartel. So this is where it really truly is affecting you and your cities and your children and your children's children. Because they're going to be going to school with your kids. They're going to be playing on the playgrounds with your kids. You're going to be walking down the street with your kids. These unaccompanied children, typically the ones around 15 to 17, 18 years of old, we know some of them are not even that age. They're in the 20-year-old mark because nobody has ID, nobody's being vetted. The illegals toss their IDs. Do you have pictures of some of the passports we've found? They toss their passports, they toss their IDs, so they can't be vetted and they don't know how old you are. And I'm here to tell you, not one single person, I promise you, is being vetted coming over here because they don't care. They want to destabilize us. This is just one gentleman that we found, and we actually startled him in the desert of Arizona, me and my team. I'm going to show you also, can you bring up the pictures of the little girls? That little girl right there, our team 4 weeks ago rescued her and 6 others literally out of the hands of the drug cartel. Praise God. We were able to get their phone numbers to their parents in Guatemala, and we phoned their moms and dads and told them, we've got them, your kids are safe. You see, a lot of times the drug cartel, they kidnap the kids, or they bully the parents or tell the parents we're going to murder them if you don't give them over to us. It is so disgusting, some of the things that we've seen, the rape trees. And if you don't know what a rape tree is, you need to go to our website on Facebook, and I'm going to show you videos of what rape trees are. There was a picture up there with the shackles. It's called the Mexican Highway, and they bring the children and the women up through this area, and these are the ones that they don't want you to see or get caught because they're marked. They're called tickets, and they're sold to individuals here in the United States. And if that's the rape tree, and do you have the picture of the phone with the numbers on it? So we were able to confiscate Coyotes and Mules' phones. And inside there, you're going to see phone numbers from Ohio, Wisconsin, Virginia. We're following up and we're tracking down who these animals are who are buying these kids. They're going to answer to God, but they're going to answer to we the people. The problem at the border, especially with the terrorists that are coming over that we already know are already here. We were in Arizona. There's a place called Reawaken. It is a completely run drug town, cartel town. It's on the Arizona-American soil side. This is where your serious terrorists are paying the Mexican drug cartel upwards of $50,000 to $100,000 for safe passage. We've got this on video. This is an area where the sheriffs, they know about it. They do everything they can because they're so thin because of this administration's pulling them elsewhere. One of those terrorists were caught 6 weeks later in Washington, D.C. Our towns and our cities are being infiltrated by the thousands to destabilize your economy, your schools, to bring in drugs, to bring in human trafficking, and ultimately to bring down the demise of our way of life. We the people hold the answer. We the people hold the answer. I am so encouraged by the 30 different states that I've gone to because you guys finally are getting it. You understand the evilness that is taking over our country. But there's hope. I'm here to tell you, when we unite together and we get educated and we understand what's at risk, we are willing to fight back because that's the American spirit. So I have about 4 or 5 minutes left, and I want to ask you guys to really think long and hard about a couple things. I need you to think about what it is that you would be willing to risk and give up to save the greatest country that God has ever given this earth besides Israel. For me, I had to make that decision. Almost 2 years ago, God called me out to do this. I was just like you. I have twin boys. They're 21. One is in the military serving this great nation. The other one is studying to be a welder. Yeah, thank you. And God called me out. And I walked away from my business, got permission from my boys and my family, and they said, go do what God's called you to do. Each and every one of you hold the key if you just listen to the Lord and do your part. Women Fighting for America has a 13-step plan that you can do right now to take back this nation. I want you guys to get your phones out. I want you guys to get your phones out. I want you to text FIGHT to 9-1776. FIGHT to 9-1776. We're going to send you that 13-point plan that you can do to help save the nation. You know, our military men and women right now are facing a decision to either take a shot or not. My son's one of them. And I need you to pray for him because he's refusing, and he is going to go see his commander. He is standing up. He said, Mom, I didn't sign up to protect the United States of America in this way. This goes against everything why we fight for our country. And I'm willing to be discharged, whether it's a general, whether it's court-martialed, to stand up for our freedoms and our liberty. Will you join us? Are you willing to stand up right now, to take back our country at all risk, at all peril? Right now. If you are, I want to hear it. Are you ready? Are you ready? I want you to tell this administration, we the people will not go in the dark silently anymore. We are going to stand and we are going to take back our nation. You can't have her. We will not let her fall to communism. And we will secure our borders and our sovereignty. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to be out there if you want to meet me. I love you guys. Also, we need to honor the 13 soldiers, men and women, who fell to this regime, who didn't have to die. So if you want to text, send $13. I think that they put it up here. Please, please give to them. Those families, those Gold Star families, they never should have had to sacrifice their children for this evil, evil regime that we have in the White House right now. God bless you. God bless the United States of America, and we will win the battle.
All right, let's give it up for Christie Hutcherson. Women fighting for America. Come on, put your hands together. By the way, that website, if you want to give to those 13 families, you can go to americasfuture.net, americasfuture.net. You can go there and donate to americasfuture.net. And General Flynn will be so happy and flabbergasted at the response. He's already happy right now from the responses he's been getting. Let's thank God for what General Flynn is doing for these 13 families, Gold Star families.